Welcome to Hobart Detterfield here in the garden spot of the Universe Hutchinson USA Earth Milky Way as we join you for the 88th NBC World Series. I'm joined by Sasha Bushka as we get you ready for the Hayes Larks versus the Austin Shockers. We'll go through the lineups here real quick. I'm Felix Johnson. He's Sasha Bushka. Up for the Hayes Larks, who are the visiting teams, the second baseman, Ben Fiorenzi. Outfielder, Hunter Rosin. Then in the three hole, Palmer Hutchison. Ben McLaughlin is the DH. Dylan Dreiling as the outfielder. First baseman Garrett Gruhl. Then outfielder Leo Geminian. Then Brady Evans as the catcher. Shortstop Austin Jaslove. And then Brady Rose is going to be on the mound starting for the Hayes Larks. Now, for the Austin Shockers, you have Kyler Carlin. Then Jet Warner, Dylan McGee, Dawson Coe. Some bad handwriting here from the managers, but we'll get to it in just a second. Sorry about that. Jack Johnson, the left fielder, batting fifth. Then Chance Green as the catcher. Thomas Soto as the center fielder. Grant Anderson as the first baseman. Travis Larson as the DH. And the pitcher, good Lord, Owen Moore. Sorry about that. Sasha, as we get you ready, guys, as we get ready for Hobart Detterfield taking on the NBC World Series Game 1, at least here on KGSO. Wrapping up the first game, it was very exciting. It's fun to be out here. And Sasha, how fun is it for you to be out here as a former baseball player?
Yeah, it's very exciting. We've got two, or at least one staple of the NBC and the Hayes Larks. Been playing here for years, and then obviously the Austin Shockers coming in, managed by Travis Larson. Both teams going to be playing really hard. It's an exciting tournament. We're in the pool play portion, so you want to set yourself up good for the second week. And should be a fun time. Obviously, Hayes Larks are going to get the first crack at it, and then Austin Shockers are going to be the home team. It'll be interesting to see with Game 1 of the tournament. You expect to probably see a pretty good pitching matchup. Both teams likely to have their aces on the field, and should be fun to watch.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're getting closer as the managers are meeting at home plate, speaking with the umpires. Today, our umpires behind home plate, we have Lance Vaughn. Then at first, Ben Harlow. And then over at third, Conan Strobel. Very excited for all of that to get going. So I know these guys got a little ants in their pants ready to go. So, Sasha, what kind of matchup, what do you think is going to win this game for either team?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Owen Moore, the starting pitcher for the Austin Shockers, is left-handed. A 5'10", 185. So it'll be interesting to see if Hayes Larks has some right-handers stacked in the lineup or what that looks like. Against the lefty, he should be able to control the running game a little bit. Don't know the exact style that the Hayes Larks play, whether they're holding out for extra base hits or if they try to be a little bit more aggressive, but that's always a factor when you see a left-handed pitcher on the mound.
Absolutely, absolutely. As Moore gets ready to go.
He's throwing his warm-ups. Umpire crouches in to get a few looks. Looks like he's working the arm side of the plate quite a bit. See his change up here. Pretty over the top.
Yeah.
And
see, that's always different for a left-hander coming in and having the umpire work the arm side of the plate. It's going to be a little bit different for some of those hitters coming in.
Yeah, he throws one over on the inside corner of a right-handed hitter there. So we'll see how he attacks the hitters, if he's facing a lot of righties, if he tries to come in, if he has any sort of cutter or anything like that. And obviously, as a lefty, you'd like to think he has a pretty good changeup or hope he has a pretty good changeup to attack those right-handed hitters.
Right. We have the Hayes Larks in the blue unis with some pinstripe pants, and then the Hayes Larks coming in with the white jerseys and blue sleeves. Taking the first at-bat, Kyler Carlin, the second baseman, wearing number 3, right-handed hitter.
It's going to be Ben Fiorenzi leading off for the Hayes Larks.
Excuse me.
Second baseman.
Got a little mixed up there looking at the uniforms. Blue versus blue.
Owen Moore starts off with a strike over the outside corner.
Takes it in tight. He fouls it down the first base line.
Yeah, caught a little more plate than he wanted to there. Found it a little bit late around on it, but pretty good beat on that pitch.
Now he flies out to, and it's foul out to right field. See, that's always tough when you think you've got a base hit and it's all the way in the outfield, and you got to trot all the way back to the home plate.
Kind of one of those out in no man land. Second baseman went out for it. Right fielder came over, couldn't quite get there. It landed just foul.
Fiorenzi heads back in, picking up his black bat with gold lettering.
And Owen Moore showing some pretty good velocity so far on his fastball.
Yeah. Fouls it once again, lands in the first baseman's glove.
Fiorenzi has a clear approach here against the lefty. He's not trying to do too much, yank the ball. He's working the other way, trying to hit the ball to right field.
You know, he's seeing the ball well, trying to go oppo with it. Pitch hits in front of home plate just there.
Good job by the catcher to block the ball. With 2 strikes, you always got to be conscious of that.
Catcher Chance Green. And that is a very tight fastball. Ready's up for the next pitch. Full count. Fouls it back towards us.
Yeah, they'll do the payoff pitch again. 3-2 count.
Fouls it down once again towards the right fielder rather.
Yeah, first couple foul balls he hit looked like he was kind of right on him, got a solid piece. That one was more of a fighting off a good pitch.
See, I might want to pull in this scenario here just to get it down the hole, and he does just that, but fouls it once again.
Owen Moore finally decides to come inside, and he was able to turn on it and fight it off.
And a line drive going out to right field.
They will do the payoff pitch one more. It looks like about the 10th pitch of this at-bat now.
Yep.
3-2 count one more time. He's getting right back out on the rubber, trying to work fast, but the foul ball's still sitting down the right field line. Really good at-bat by Ben Fiorenzi to start the game. As leadoff man, number 1 goal, get on base, but he's making the pitcher work, using a lot of pitches early in this game.
Right.
More sets.
And he goes oppo once again, flying out to the right fielder.
Yeah, easy fly ball to right for Austin Shockers right fielder Dawson Green.
And here
Hunter
we go.
Rosin comes to bat for the Hayes Larks.
The outfielder fouls it straight back, first pitch of the game.
Owen Moore continues to work quickly. Foul back for strike 1, 0-1 count.
He readies again, touching each side of home plate. Hits it directly to third baseman, who it takes a short hop on. He's going to get to first fairly easily.
Yeah, third baseman came up. He tried to get the short hop, but it kind of ate him up. Maybe a little bit of a bad bounce. Looks like they're ruling it a base hit, so Hunter Rosin reaches on a hit.
There you go right there. First man aboard of the game, and it's Hunter Rosin.
That would have been a tough play, but I think if he comes up with it cleanly, he's able to throw him out.
Third baseman Palmer Hutchison finds himself in, the third straight right-handed hitter for the lefty, Owen Moore. And takes a tight fastball.
Paints the inside corner there. It's good when you see a lefty not afraid to come inside to right-handed batters.
And he swings, flying out to center right rather, and the right fielder makes the play. 2 outs in the top of the first.
Yeah, got in on his hands a little bit there, fought it off, but didn't get quite a good enough piece to get it in the gap.
Good hit right here. And our first lefty of the day, DH Ben McLaughlin, wearing number 30, readying up.
Left on left matchup.
See, now is that going to be easier or harder for the batters?
It's generally considered more difficult for a left-handed batter to face a left-handed pitcher. Curveball doesn't break into him as much, and they're not quite as used to picking those pitches up from behind them.
And he fouls it going oppo.
Fouls it the other way. Good job staying inside the ball there, though, going with the pitch. He looks pretty comfortable in there against the left-handed pitcher.
Ready's up for the pitch. Swings it out to the left field. And the outfielder ready's up, makes the play, ending the inning. First inning down here, 1-2, well, not 1-2-3, 1-2-3-4 gets one man on base here on KGSO. Well, continuing forward with the NBC, the Shackers are getting their first at bat with Kyler Carlin, the second baseman, going in, taking the first pitch for ball.
Lefty on the mound for both sides. Hayes Larks going with Brady Rose, also a lefty.
He's moving quickly as the pitch goes a little wayward. 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the first, no outs. Takes his third pitch, first strike.
Yeah, and that was a generous strike zone by the umpire there.
And he fouls off, going way over the first base line.
He fouls it off the other way. It'll be interesting to see the Austin Shockers approach here. Hayes Larks had a clear approach to try to go the other way.
Right.
3 flyouts the other way.
Right. Takes the fourth pitch of the at-bat as the catcher blocks it.
Another full count to start the inning.
Exactly what you want out of your leadoff hitter. Comes the next pitch. And he takes the walk as he flips his bat towards his dugout along with his ankle brace.
Yeah, both leadoff men start the game with good ABs. Kyler Carlin pays it off with a base on balls, though, and puts some pressure on the Hayes Larks.
Absolutely. Coming in for the Austin Shockers, or excuse me, Hayes Larks, is Jet Warner, the shortstop, right-hander. Tall, lanky individual. And he tries to bunt, but the ball gets just past him and the catcher and the umpire.
Yeah, obviously potential for a sacrifice there, but the way he was moving, it looked like he was trying to bunt for a hit.
Takes the second pitch. 1-1 ball.
Modest lead at first for Carlin.
And he swings hard and misses for the first swinging strike of the game, if I'm correct.
Yeah, we've had a lot of foul offs, but not a lot of swing and misses yet.
Top of the bat is red, bottom of the bat is black. Coming in. Takes a high pitch, protecting the steal. Going to a 2-2 count here. No outs. Runner on first. And swings and a miss for a strikeout.
He blew that one by him. Another thing kind of unique to NBC a little bit, we've got the 20-second pitch clock going, and that's why these pitchers are getting on the bump and moving fast. So it should keep the game moving at a pretty brisk pace.
Yep. Coming in, three-hole hitter, Dylan McKee, third baseman for the Hayes Larks. Swings and misses at the first pitch.
He's really attacking that inside portion of the plate with a lot of good velocity, so that's going to be tough for these right-handed hitters.
Runner on first. Second pitch of the at-bat. Taken in for a ball. Rather a strike. Modest lead still for Carlin. Swings and misses.
Made quick work of the three-hole there.
Second strikeout for, Brady Rose. Dawson Roach comes in, right fielder number 33. Lefty coming in for the left-handed pitcher. Very tight to the plate. Takes the first pitch for a strike.
He's really working the top of the zone as well.
And ball hits in front, but Carlin will not take second.
That is a really good block right there. That was about a 58-footer. Fastball as well, so bounced way in front of the plate, not one you're expecting to be in the dirt, and Brady Evans handled it like a pro.
There we go. 1-1 count. High pitch taken for a ball.
So far, Rose looking a little bit effectively wild. He's around the zone, but missing here and there. Helps him out a little bit.
That's why he's getting a few swings and misses, and he gets a fly out to left field. Finding the ball in the sun. Last out of the inning here, 0-0 here for the Hayes Larks and the Austin Shockers. NBC World Series here on KGSO.
What does better mean to you? Better is personal. Better is community. Better is connection. Better is Butler. Butler Community College. Ready for better.
At Evergy, seeing energy differently starts with thinking differently about its impact and then committing to doing better every day. As we continue to expand our investment in renewable resources, capturing more wind, gathering more sunshine, we're able to generate power that's cleaner and provide it to you more affordably. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
You said effectively wild, keeping guys in and swinging and missing because they may think it's close to the zone or may think it's in the zone, but it's actually just really close to the zone. Pulls it foul. That is
Dylan Dreiling up to bat for the Larks right now. Left fielder, 5-hole.
breaking ball, going 1-1. Balls to strikes. Takes the next pitch in for a ball. Swings and pulls it foul down the first baseline.
Yeah, more trying to work the inside there, and he turned on it, but a little bit too early.
Takes the next pitch for a ball, full count. Swings and grounds out to second base, and the second baseman trips, but still gets the out.
Yeah, fielded it cleanly and then just kind of came up, caught his spike, but was still able to throw it over to first from his knees in time for the out. Advantage of being a second baseman there, you do that at shortstop and you're probably not going to get the guy.
Right. That is 17, right? Or am I? No, it's 3. I don't know what I'm saying. That is not Garrett.
Kyler Carlin.
There we go. First pitch flying out to right field, and the right fielder makes the catch for a quick and easy out. And see, that's some of the outs that the pitcher's going to have to get. If they're going to have such high pitch counts during innings, you're going to need some flyouts, some ground outs that keep your count down and low, but you're still getting outs nonetheless.
Yeah, first pitch outs. Pitchers love that every time.
Leo Jeminian, the outfielder, steps in the hole, takes the first pitch for a ball.
Hayes Larks haven't been able to muster any hits yet, but I like their approach so far.
They're seeing the ball, seeing a lot of good vision. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on to right center field. And right fielder drops the ball, and Jeminian makes it a double. He's safe at second.
Yeah, high fly ball out to right. You could see that he lost it in the sun last second. He kind of put his glove up like he couldn't see it and then tried to stab at it, and it just went outside his glove. So tough play there in the sun field for Dawson Groach.
Which is tough on a day like this because it's been cloudy most of the day, but then the sun's starting to peek out just in time for this game.
And
Brady Evans coming in to hold the catcher. Swings it back towards the crowd and us. Strike one, 0-1 count, 2 outs, top of the second. He readies up for the next pitch. Rose looking back at runner on second. Swings and misses.
yeah, not a lot of activity out there from second and short holding Jeminian on. He was able to stretch that fly ball into a double, so you don't want to make the third out at third, so he's probably not going anywhere, but they're giving him a pretty big lead.
Correct. Quick next pitch. Takes it in tight for a ball. 1-2, 2 outs. Runner on second in scoring position. Evans has been a very good defensive catcher so far, only an inning into the game, but had a few pass balls, or block balls rather. Takes the next pitch in for a ball.
That one was very close. Tough one to take with 2 strikes. As a former catcher, I know those umpires might help you out every once in a while.
2-2, 2 outs, runner on second. Takes the next pitch, which bounces in the dirt. Runner stays on second. Dominion trots back to second.
Yeah, good block there by catcher Chance Green. He kept it in front of him. Dominion wasn't being super aggressive with the secondary to try to take off to third there, but held him at second.
Good on Evans to take that, and he's started this count at 0-2. Here comes payoff pitch. Swings up the middle, too short. Ground out. Finishes the inning here on KGSO for the NBC World Series. And we're back here at the 88th NBC World Series here at Hobart Detterfield, the home of the Hutchinson Community College Blue Dragons. But we are here for the matchup between the Hayes Larks and the Austin Shockers as everybody takes their place back in. Still a 0-0 game. Just 2 hits for Austin. They had a single that turned into a double after an outfielder dropped the ball, and a single that was just straight up very good hit. Sasha, thoughts on the game, thoughts on the patience of the hitters going, a lot of going opposite field, even though the balls are going foul.
Yeah, I'm looking at the scoreboard. It does say Austin has 2 hits, but I think both those hits were for Hayes, so I don't know if they got that backwards a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so far only 1 inning of work so far, but Brady Rose looks like he could be pretty dominant here. We'll see what kind of approach Austin has in the bottom half here.
Coming in, Austin wearing their blue jerseys. Number 5, Jack Johnson, the left fielder, takes the first pitch for a strike called by Lance Vaughn, the home plate umpire. Takes the second pitch. This one for a ball.
Just inside there, but another good location for Brady Rose.
Third pitch, and he fouls it back. That's like, what, the 4th or 5th ball that's been fouled back towards us?
Yeah, and that was the kind of foul ball where the batter seems like they're on it a little bit. It wasn't just fighting the pitch off. So we'll see what he comes back with here, maybe a little bit off speed.
Here we go, pitch coming in. 4th of the at-bat. Taken high for a ball.
Likes to go up and out of the zone with the fastball instead.
Not seeing a ton of breaking balls today because we've seen a couple fastballs hit in front of home plate.
Yeah, in old school baseball, I'll tell you to establish your primary pitches early. Maybe work with 2 pitches for the first few innings and then start introducing more things as the game goes along, especially if your fastball's working.
And that's typically what you see from a lot of summer coaches and managers. Swung on, fouled, count full, they'll do the payoff pitch again. Lefty comes in, swings once again, but fouls it. Foul tips it straight back.
Probably ball 4 there. I'm surprised he got a piece with a pitch that high in the zone.
Rose hits one in the dirt, letting Jackson walk to first, free trip. And incoming is the catcher, Chance Green, the 6-hole hitter, with a man on first and no outs. Odds we see a steal in these early innings. Takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1, no outs, runner on first. Takes the second pitch for a strike. 0-2 pitch, runner on first, no outs.
Yeah, that's tough on the hitter because he just gave him both sides of the play. He threw one inside, maybe just off the corner, and outside just off the corner, and he got both.
Right. Third pitch of the at-bat incoming. Swung on, grounded to third. Double play ball, and it goes to first, and they complete the double play. Inning is not over yet, though. They still have one more out to get.
Nice little 5-4-3, third baseman moving to his left. Great feed to the second baseman and a good turn out there. Got him easily.
2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Austin Shockers send Thomas Soto, the center fielder, 7-hole hitter. Hopes to get on base so he can keep the line moving here with 2 outs. First pitch of the at-bat coming in, swung on and missed. Second pitch taken as well. That one.
Missed just low. Definitely caught the plate, but must have been just low.
Scoreboard has it as a 2-0 count, but he obviously swung on that first one, so it should be 1-1. 2-1 count, rather, as we're corrected here in the press box. Swung on and missed, giving you a 2-2 count. Bottom of the second, 2 outs.
Big swing by Thomas Soto there. See if he can keep his head down, shorten up with 2 strikes.
Takes the pitch to fill up the count. Two outs here in the bottom of the second. Pops up, flies out to center right field, and the catch is made to end the second inning. NBC World Series here on KGSO.
Everyday heroes take the Safe Digging Pledge.
We'll wait 2 full working days before digging.
I'll use soft digging techniques in or near tolerance zones.
I'll make sure underground facilities are marked before I dig.
Protect Kansas. Take the pledge at beadigherokansas.com.
Still no score.
Owen Moore misses inside with the first pitch. 1-0 count. Moore taking the mound, working fast again. Jaslov, a right-handed batter, shortstop, and takes high for ball 2. Fouls it off, pitch out over the plate, got out in front a little bit, fights it off in an 0-2 count.
Really excited to run right there, wanted to get over to first base. Obviously, everybody wants some runs in this game.
Moore ready to pitch. 3-1, takes outside. 3-1 count, hitters count for Jaslov.
I'm a fan of the patience on both sides.
That pitch comes in inside. Jaslov turns on it, but fouls it down the left field line. Moore ready to go for the payoff pitch. Misses inside. Jaslov takes his base. Austin Shockers wanted that one, at least some of their fans did, but it definitely missed inside, and good at-bat by Jaslov. to give the Hayes Larks a good start to the top of the third.
Now they're turning over the lineup, getting some of your better hitters to go up first. And here we go with Fiorenzi, the second baseman.
More readies. Fiorenzi takes a strike at the knees.
That's a tough one to take right there because it was almost in the zone. You thought you can get a roller out into the outfield.
Modest lead for Jaslov at first. More readies. Ball, a strike just outside at the knees. Generous zone there again. 0-2 count.
Both pitchers are playing very, very well. Maybe it's just something about the mound.
Grounder out to shortstop. Goes to second. Holt eats it. Does not make the throw to first. It's a 6-4 put out for Austin Shockers. It was a slow roller up in front of second base. Only play was to get the lead runner.
It was close, though. I think if that first play is a little bit quicker, he gets the ball over to first.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play by the second baseman there, choosing to hold on to that. You don't want to throw it away and put a man on second. We've got Hunter Rosin coming to the plate for the Hayes Larks as more readies for the pitch. Runner goes. Good throw. Gets him by 3 steps. Nice tag by the shortstop. Number 2. Oh, Brady Evans makes. Oh no, Austin Shockers. Good throw by Chance Green behind the plate. Got him easily.
Put it right on the runner side of the bag too.
First pitch comes into Palmer Hutchinson, outside but fouled off. Owen more readies.
Swing and a miss.
Swing. Ball 2 away to.
Very good play by both catchers.
Over the left fielder's head to the warning track. He trots into second for a double. Nice hit by Hunter Rosin. Just shy of the wall there. Landed on the warning track.
Our first extra base hit of the afternoon, rather.
And I misspoke earlier. That was Hunter Rosin up to bat with the double. Now we have number 12, Palmer Hutchinson, the third baseman, comes to the plate with a chance to drive in a run.
Just 2 out, not just 2 outs, rather, but she hopes to get some runs in here early in the game, so it makes the end of the game a lot easier for you.
Misses outside. Palmer Hutchinson flied out to right his first time up. More ready. Second baseman holds the runner on. Goes back to his position now. Off-speed pitch in for a strike. 1-1 count. Second baseman paying a little bit more attention to Hunter Rosin out there this time around. Into the gap and left. Left fielder's on his horse, makes the catch.
And ends the inning here on KGSO.
We're back at Hobart Detter Field with Brady Rose warming up on the mound for the Hayes Larks to start the bottom of the third inning against the Austin Shockers. Rose has worked 2 scoreless so far and looking pretty good. Minimal traffic. Austin Shockers have had a couple of runners on base on balls. And we've got Grant Anderson coming to bat for the Austin Shockers, first baseman.
First baseman has had a few plays made to him, a couple double plays, or at least a couple tried double plays. Andrew Vaughn cleans off home plate.
You know, we're late in the summer here. It'll be interesting to see how deep in the game these starting pitchers can go because both have been pretty effective so far.
Right, and this humidity with the rain that we've had so far this week, these past couple of nights, and it's just going back to being hot. The sun decided to peek out, so.
Grant Anderson steps into the box, hits both sides of the plate. Brady Rose readies for the pitch. Misses just low. Brady Rose working exclusively out of the stretch. Sets again. Catches the inside corner for strike 1. 1-1 count to Grant Anderson.
See, both the pitchers are getting a couple of swingers and missers. Hopefully we can get some more for both of those guys.
Another strike up in the zone on a swing by Anderson. 1-2 count. We'll see what Rose has in order to try to put him away. Sets. This one low. Anderson takes. 2-2 count.
That's what you want from your first baseman. Very patient hitter. See, no score here. Just a couple of hits between both the teams.
Anderson sets, or Rose sets. Misses inside, goes to another full count. Rose has been effective so far, but going to a lot of deep counts, several full counts already in the game.
See, we're getting that on both sides a lot. I mean, we've seen a couple of 0-2s turn into 3-2s very quickly, and then that's a big deal moving as we get closer.
Liner to second. Rose hit the outside corner. Anderson gets a good piece, but lines it right to the second baseman, takes one step to his left, and gets the put out.
See, that's a tough one right there. You have really good contact. It's basically in a gap if it's about an inch taller.
We've got Travis Larson to the plate, the DH for the Austin Shockers, right-handed batter. Rose sets and pours one in for strike 1.
Right over the plate.
Rose sets again. Ooh, ball 1, 1-1 count. Good location, though, just on the outside. Rose delivers over the inside corner, swing and a miss by Larson.
I'm sure the managers are pulling their hair out over all these swings and misses on both sides.
1-2 count. And strike 3, swinging right over the bat of Larson, and they fired around the horn. 2 down for the Hayes Larks.
There you go right there. Keep that line moving forward and get your team back up to bat.
And Austin Shockers back to the start of the lineup with Kyler Carlin, the second baseman. Leadoff hitter of the game, digs back in. Rose sets. Misses inside for ball 1. 1-0 count. I got to tell you, I love this pitch clock.
Do you?
He hits it right back up the middle, past Rose, into center field for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there by Carlin. Outside pitch, kind of went with it just to the right of second base. And the Austin Shockers got a man on with 2 down.
That's real good right there. You got to be a bad pitch hitter sometimes, and that's exactly what that was.
Now with 2 down and a man on first, we'll see if Carlin gets a little bit more aggressive this time around on the bases. Still a modest lead. We've got Jet Warner up to the plate for the Austin Shockers. Swing and a miss. Looked like maybe a changeup there for Rose. Rose sets again. And he fouls it back. Looks like Carlin's content at first so far, but we'll see with 2 strikes if he changes his mind.
Gets a little excited.
0-2 count. Rose sets again. Pace moving along briskly. And strike 3 swinging right through his bat, fastball on the outside. 1 man left on 1 hit. After 3 innings of play, it's Hayes Larks 0, Austin Chalkers 0 on KGSO.
When deciding on energy for your home, there are wants and there are needs. You want it to be good for the environment, but you need it there when the weather gets bad. You want it to save energy, but it has to be affordable too. Thankfully, you don't have to make a choice. It's natural gas.
Spirit Aerosystems is where flight begins. It's where decades of aviation innovation fuels the aerospace industry. It's where the world's largest aircraft structures take shape and where they take flight for the first time. At Spirit, we design and build the foundations of flight. Here, you can build with your hands and design with your mind. We're looking for talented individuals, including skilled manufacturing employees, to join our Wichita team. At Spirit Aerosystems, flight begins with you.
Welcome back to the NBC tournament and Hobart Detter Field. Owen Moore takes the mound for the top of the 4th, his 4th inning of work against Hayes Larks' Ben McLaughlin, the DH, number 4 hole hitter. Steps in the box, and strike 1 poured in from Moore over the outside corner on an off-speed pitch. Left on left matchup here. McLaughlin swings, fly out to left field. Left fielder going back, and just reaches out and catches it. That ball had a lot of carry on it. It looked like it might get over his head when he started sprinting back, but left fielder for the Austin Chalkers makes the catch. Jack Johnson out there.
That's a hell of a play right there. Kind of almost was reminiscent of the double that Dominion hit, or not Dominion. But it looked like it was an extra base hit, but reaches out his glove and makes the play.
Nice piece of opposite field hitting there. Dylan Dreiling, the left fielder, comes to the plate for the Hayes Larks. Another left-handed batter. More readies. And misses just inside. Ball 1, 1-0.
See, if it wasn't for him bending his knees, you'd think that he had a really stiff stance.
Right back to the pitcher. Moore fields his position well, tosses it to first for the easy out. That was a hard hit ball by Dreiling, but Moore did a nice job of gloving it and firing it over to first for the out.
2 quick outs right there with the fly out and the liner right back, or excuse me, the grounder right back to the pitcher.
2 quick ones, and Garrett Gruel, the first baseman, comes to the plate for Hayes. First pitch poured in off speed for a strike.
His hands looked lazy on the bat right there. He was planning on taking that pitch regardless if it was a ball or a strike.
Owen Moore delivers inside and fouled off by Garrett Gruel down the third base line. 0-2 count. He readies and delivers just outside for a 1-2 count. Good competitive pitch on 0-2. More readies again. Outside again, 2-2.
He's setting them up to go back inside and get them for a strike.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And Gruel turns on it, fouls it down the third base line again. He did come back inside. Gruel fought it off. Nothing he could do with that except foul it off.
It's a nice setup right there to get the balls on the outside.
And he flies it to center. Center fielder camps out. Looks like he's got a beat on it. Fly out to center field to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for the Austin Chalkers. Hayes Larks go down in order. In the middle of 4, Hayes Larks 0, Austin Chalkers 0. Welcome back to the NBC tournament on KGSO. We're out here at Hobart Detter Field in Hutchinson with Brady Rose still on the mound coming out for the bottom of the fourth. Left-handed pitcher for the Hayes Larks has looked good today. Scattered a few base runners, but has not given anything up yet. Leadoff hitter for the Austin Shockers this inning will be Dylan McKee, third baseman Dylan McKee, and he struck out his first time up. So he'll see if he can get something going for the Austin Shockers.
See, he's got to get on, got to get him around the bases and get some runs in, because I'm sure the coaches and the managers don't want to be out here for any longer than it should take, which is 9 innings.
Yeah, first game of a tournament, you're not looking for an extra inning game. You want to save those arms, stay fresh.
Especially in pool play when it's just like we're trying to figure out where we're going.
Dylan McKee from the right side of the plate digs in.
Bit of a closed stance, reminiscent of Giancarlo Stanton.
Rose fires, hits the inside corner. McKee feigned an offer, but it was a strike anyways. Reddy's again, working faster and faster. And misses behind the batter there, way inside, and bounced well in front of the plate. 1-1 count.
It landed in the batter's box as it was on the way to the plate. Not the plate, rather.
Rose sets. Inside, fouled off by McKee. Just down the right field line. Got in on his hands, but fouled it off down the line. Ooh, called strike 3 on the inside corner. Strikes out McKee on a pitch just under his hands.
Tough call right there. Umpires for the day: Lance Vaughn behind home plate, Ben Harlow at first, and Conan Strobel at third.
Dawson Groach comes to the plate for the Austin Shockers, digs in on the left side of the plate. Rose delivers, strike 1, fouled back.
Home plate umpire visits the pitcher real quick.
Yeah, I think that caught a piece of the catcher. Home plate umpire is just giving him a little time to recover. Oh, 1 count for Rose delivering to Groach. Delivers, misses just outside. He's really commanding that glove side of the plate. 1-1 count. Rose sets. Brady Rose delivers high. 2-1.
Feel some exhaustion coming from the pitcher. It's hot out there. It's humid. You've been throwing some strikes, getting a few strikeouts. So looking at some exhaustion here.
Delivers. Hits the outside corner. Fouled off by Groach. Down the left field line. Kind of a battle, fight me off swing.
All right. 2-2 count, 1 out.
Sets. Grounds to the first baseman. And first baseman will take it himself and gets there just in time. Number 20 for Hayes. Garrett Gruel takes it himself. Brady Rose was a little late over to cover, so he had no choice, and it was a very close play at first.
It was very, very close, like you just said. He thought he was going to toss it over to the pitcher, Brady Rose, and just didn't toss it over, but still took his time to get the first base bag.
Left fielder Jack Johnson comes to the plate for the Shockers. A little bit weird saying Shockers in this part of the country in blue uniforms.
Especially after just getting done calling TBT last night.
Rose sets. Misses just off the inside corner. Rose sets again. And fouled off down the right field line by Johnson. Little tardy on that swing. 1-1 count. Rose sets again. Hits the outside corner for a strike. 1-2 count, and he'll look to finish off Johnson to end the inning here. He flies it out into right field. Right fielder calls off the second baseman, makes the catch. Austin Chalkers go down in order.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. From arts to attractions, nightlife to sports, you feel the energy at every turn. A little fancy, a little funky, but always friendly. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
Seeing the world of energy differently means looking forward and innovating now. It's why we've invested in a next-gen infrastructure, one capable of providing energy to you more dependably than anything before it, so you can focus on what matters most. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
The field, and I can't see who's on deck, but scoreless game so far. Just a few hits between the teams. A few men have been on base, and a few men have gotten into running into scoring position, but no points or no runs have been scored so far. Sasha, what needs to happen very soon for some runs to get around the horn?
Yeah, both pitchers are doing a nice job, effective. Not catching a lot of plate, but both teams just need to be patient. There's been a few walks issued to get those runners on base, and both catchers are doing a nice job controlling the aggression. You saw one attempted steal, and he was thrown out, and so you'd like to see either team try to get some runners on and maybe be a little aggressive.
Leo Jeminian, who turned a single into a double earlier in the game, goes back into the right-handed batter's box. Takes the first one for a ball in the dirt. Catcher trots over it. He'll pick it up. No man is on, so there's no danger of anyone advancing. Count is 1-1, no outs here in the top of the fifth. Fouls it back over the top of the press box.
Decent swing by Jeminian. Looked like he had a little bit of a beat on it.
Coming in. Takes the next pitch for a ball. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, but the ball is passed.
Little foul tip there. Just foul tipped it. Stayed alive there.
He's barely touched it. 2-2 count, no outs. Fouls it, pulls it foul down the third base line.
Way out in front of that one. See if Moore comes back with a changeup outside here.
Swings and misses as his elbow shield flies off, and he strikes out.
Looks like he another little foul tip. Just got a piece again.
Foul tip are hard
it
to
looked
see.
like he might have hit the catcher's glove there, but not ruled that way.
Takes it, misses inside, fills up the count. 3-2, no outs here in the top of the fifth.
Another full count for Moore, working real hard out there.
Pinstripe pants for the Larks. Takes the next pitch, walks, easy trot over to first base.
Yeah, that inside corner has been a bit of a guessing game. Batter for the Shockers got rung up on that. Same pitch last inning. This time it's a walk for the Hayes Larks. So we've got one man on.
Brady Evans takes the batter's box with Jiminian on first. No.
Yeah,
No outs. Golly. Apologies for the technical difficulties, but the Larks scored a run on a hit from.
Jaslov hits a double over the left fielder's head after a bunt where the ball was thrown away. They got runners on second and third. Jaslov ripped a double, 2 RBIs. Now man on third, 2 home, and 1 down. They just got to ground out to the pitcher.
Jaslov finds himself on third.
We got Hunter Rosin up to bat now.
There we go. We're playing a little catch-up here. And he flies out to shallow right center. And Jaslov is going to stick it right at third. That brings us 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Palmer Hutchinson comes into the batter's box. Taking a couple of practice swings. He's got a man on third, so it could be an easy RBI with just a little blooper out into the outfield. Swings and lines it down the third baseline for a base hit. He's going to round first for a double, and he's safe at second, and the run scores 2-0 Larks.
Good throw from the left fielder. 3-0 Larks now. Tag just didn't quite get down. Really good throw. He digs it out for the double. It was a rip down the third base line.
I thought he was jogging off the field, but he's just tossing his elbow shield.
They're starting to get a little bit of a beat on Moore here now. Couple of hard hit balls in a row.
Some of that exhaustion is starting to weigh in just a little bit. And he takes it for a ball, the first pitch of this at bat. He's got a man on second, 2 outs. Left-handed takes the next pitch for a ball. Rather a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The ball is 2 called strikes.
Takes a ball to even up the count.
2-2.
Man on second, 2-2, 2 outs.
McLaughlin hit one real hard to left last time up.
Pitch coming in. Swings and fouls it straight back over the awning next to the Larks dugout. Man on second. Even count at 2 outs. Swings and drops it in front of the right fielder. And the run is going to be, there's going to be a play at the plate, and there is an out. Oh, he's safe, actually. And the batter makes it all the way to second. 3-0, Larks.
Great throw by the right fielder there. One hop, beat the runner. Catcher couldn't quite hold on. Ball trickles away. Runner safe at the plate, and McLaughlin goes to second on the throw.
They've scored all their runs with 2 outs, so the Shockers just needed just 1 out to get out of this inning, but instead 3 runs have scored. McLaughlin at second with Dreiling coming in, the 5-hole hitter. First pitch taken as a ball. 2 outs as we've been here for a while. Yet another ball. 2-0 with McLaughlin on second. Third ball, 3 pitches, 3 balls. Flies out. And the right fielder is going to make the catch to end the 5th inning. 3 runs were scored, though, by the Hayes Larks. None for the Austin Shockers. We'll be back here on KGSO. And we find ourselves in the bottom of the 5th with the Hayes Larks taking the field after scoring 4 runs, mostly with 2 outs, in the top of the 5th. Let's see if the Austin Shockers can respond.
Yeah, this is what we like to call a shutdown inning for Brady Rose. He's pitched well, 4 scoreless, and now his team finally gave him a lead, put some runs on the board. You want to go 1, 2, 3 and get your offense back on the field, back in the dugout, hitting rather, to try to extend that lead.
All right. Creates momentum for his team as he readies for the catcher, Chance Green, wearing his chain on the outside of his jersey.
Chance Green hit into a double play earlier in the game.
And takes the first one for a ball. 1-0 count, no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 4-0 Larks. Swings and misses, evening up the count at 1. Chance Green, the catcher.
Now, you said you're working the last 2 games. That's what they told you.
Swings and misses on the 3rd pitch of the at-bat. 1-2 count, no outs.
Just what you want to see from Brady Rose, attacking the zone early in the inning.
Especially a team that is excited to get some runs on the board after a 4-0 inning.
The noon game, on Sunday.
Takes the 4th pitch of the at-bat for a ball, evening the count at 2. Swings and misses, striking out.
Climbs the ladder on him there, blows it by him. Nice pitch by Brady Rose.
They toss it around the horn. That's exactly how you start this inning right here. You need a 1, 2, 3 to create some momentum for the Hayes Larks. Brady Rose pitching a very good game. Don't want to take away from more, though. He just caught a little bit of exhaustion and error from one of his fielders. First pitch taken for a ball. Strike. Evening the count at 1 and 1 out, no man on.
Soto choking up on the bat a little bit.
Swings and misses.
Late on that one.
1-2 count, 1 out. And called 3rd strike. 2 out, 2 up, 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th after a 4-run inning for the Hayes Larks.
Yeah, beautiful pitch on the inside corner, just froze him.
This very well might be Brady Evans' best inning up to this point, and he didn't allow a run in the inning before earlier. Fouled straight back by Anderson. First baseman, ready's up. Pitch incoming. Swung and exactly like he did on the first pitch, fouled straight back, 0-2, 2 outs. Pitch taken just outside for the first ball of this at bat, 1-2, 2 outs. 4 runs for the Shockers, none for the 4 runs for the Larks, none for the Shockers. Evening the count at 2-2, takes that pitch, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch in the dirt, filling up the count, 3-2, 2 outs.
Couldn't tell, he didn't quite keep it in front, but very good effort by the catcher there to try to keep that ball in front by Brady Evans. With 2 strikes, you've got to block that ball because if the batter swings, he could be on first if you don't. So good effort by Brady Evans.
1 more out to end the inning, and the first baseman readies up.
All Brady battery, by the way.
Say that again? Fouls it straight back.
Brady Rose pitching to Brady Evans is the battery out there.
Oh.
Something we failed to mention so far.
Well, you got it. There you go. Only you wouldn't recognize that happened. Readying up. Full count. Payoff pitch incoming. Taken for a ball. And Anderson takes first, where he finds his home fielding. And the catcher visits the mound real quick before.
Really good at bat by Anderson there to work a walk after getting down in the count and not let the Shockers go 1-2-3 in this inning. We'll see if they can get something going with 2 outs, but you want to at least make Rose work a little bit there.
Travis Larson, the DH, readies up as the catcher returns back to his place behind the plate. And Evans readies up. Quick little conversation just to say, hey, let's get this out right quick just so we can get out of here with no runs given up. Taken in for a strike. 0-1 count, 2 outs, man on first.
Mound visit like that after a walk, he might have seen something mechanical, might have just wanted to loosen him up a little bit.
Pitch swung on and fouled over.
Whatever he said, so far so good. 2 strikes poured in by Rose to start the at-bat.
0-2 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Swings and misses, ending the 5th inning. 4-0 Larks here at the 88th NBC World Series.
Thinking about starting your next home improvement project? Make sure you call 811 before you dig. Once you call 811, wait a few days for the utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags so that you don't unintentionally dig into an underground utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt your neighborhood's utility service, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury or death. Southern Star asks you to protect your community. Dig safely. Call 811.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Something dependable, something you can count on? Then look no further.
With the largest selection of certified pre-owned vehicles in the state, we know you can find what you're looking for. Not looking for a Ford? No problem. Mel Hamilton Ford offers a wide selection of other vehicles. Kia, Toyota, Chevy, Dodge. Every payment, every price. Let our experienced sales team find the perfect vehicle just for you. Mel Hamilton Ford, taking care of customers since 1984. Experience the difference.
We find ourselves in a 4-0 game here in the top of the 6th. Shockers take the mound with a new pitcher. And that is wearing 18, isn't he? Or is that 6? I need to get a new prescription. This is
Simon Baker, number 18, right-handed pitcher.
Well, there you go. He's a utility player. He wasn't listed on the pitchers. That's why I couldn't find it. Simon Baker out of Austin, Texas. Pitches at Texas Wesleyan. He's doing just about a little everything, infield, outfield. Now he's on the mound in relief of Owen Moore, who had a pretty good game up until the top of the 5th, allowing 4 runs. There was an error. It was just a whole lot of kerfuffle along up here in the booth where we lost a little bit of connection, but we're all good here. Here, ready to go, top of the 6th. As Garrett Rule fouls it, pulls it foul. Simon Baker puts the first one in, the second pitch in for a ball. 1-1 count, no outs, top of the 6th.
Garrett Gruel flew out to center his last time up.
He pops out, but it goes foul. 1-2 count, no outs. And he readies up for the 4th pitch of the at-bat. Swings and misses, striking out fairly quickly, just 4 pitches.
Good off-speed pitch by Baker there. started up inside and finished out over the plate. Gruel swung right over it.
Leo Jeminian coming in. Had a double earlier. That should have been an out.
Little different look for the Larks here, going from a lefty to a righty. They'll have to adjust to that.
Yep. Pitch coming in, swung on and missed.
Another good breaking ball. That one starts out over the plate and slides out of the zone, but he offers at it.
0-2 count, 1 out. Pitch coming in. Fouls it. Pulls it foul towards the Larks dugout.
Jeminian, that breaking ball was left a little more inside. He turned on that one.
Pitch coming in. A little outside. 1-2 count.
Showed him a few off speed. Comes back hard there.
And he grounds out to third. And it should be a fairly simple 5-3 play. Going back around the horn. 2 outs for the new pitcher, Simon Baker.
Yeah, Jeminian hit that one pretty hard, but baseball gods, after getting a double on a pop fly last time, they had to get him back.
Brady Evans, the catcher, readies up. Left side, Simon Baker, already plotting what he's going to go with. Starts with a heater, down the middle, but flies out. 3 fielders get to it. Right fielder makes the catch, ending the top of the 6th. 88th World Series here on KGSO. Welcome back to Hobart Detter Field here in Hutchinson, Kansas, as we get you prepared for the bottom of the 6th. 4-0 Hayes Larks as they take the field, readying up for the Austin Shockers, who hope to make a comeback here in the later innings. Sasha, what do they got to do?
Yeah, Austin Shockers, with the new pitcher on the mound, another lefty, you want to see him potentially be a little bit patient, make sure you can find the zone at this point. When you're 4 runs down, you need base runners. So we'll see if they use a patient approach and try to draw some walks here. But they're going to need some base runners to create some havoc. When Hayes finally broke through and scored, the inning started with a couple of runners, or with 1 runner on and then a good bunt. The bunt gets thrown away, and now all of a sudden they got runners on second and third, and they get a double to score a couple runs. But we had a little snafu with the broadcast right at that time, but what I would have said is they finally started putting some pressure on the defense of the Austin Shockers. Austin Shockers need to return the favor to the Hayes Larks.
New pitcher for the Hayes Larks, Preston Tabor, the lefty out of Burleson, Texas. 5'11", 165, plays at Dallas Baptist. So readying up the Shockers, game planning to get a comeback going, 4-0. Very important top of the 5th for the Larks. Just got it going right as soon as we couldn't let you guys know about it. But readying up as we get started here for the Shockers.
Top of the order.
Top of the order, Kyler Carlin, second baseman, rolling in. Perfect place to start. Might as well start at the top if you need to come back to get going. Because preferably you have a guy that you know can get on first base in your one-hole hitter. We'll see with the pitch coming in. Taken for a ball.
Looks like Tabor will not bring quite the velo that Brady Rose was.
Takes the second pitch as well for a ball. No outs, bottom of the sixth. Swung on and drops it into left field and takes the base. Bringing in Jet Warner, the shortstop.
Probably the best hit ball we've seen from the Austin Shockers today.
Yep, perfectly placed. Perfectly placed right in front of the left fielder right there, Jet Warner, getting ready to go up against Preston Tabor. Swung on, high fly ball, and the second baseman will take the catch. One out here in the bottom of the sixth. One man on. Bringing in Dylan McKee, the third baseman.
22 McKee now at the plate.
McKee filling out all his jersey. One of the bigger players we've seen so far. Ready's up for Preston Tabor. One man on. Checks his swing. Takes it for a strike, though.
Kyler on first looks to be getting a little bit bigger lead than we saw earlier in the game.
Swing and a miss, 0-2 count. Pitch coming in from Tabor. Ball in the dirt. And Carlin's going to stay at first.
Trickled away from Brady Evans just a little bit, but didn't take the aggressive play. Probably smart down 4 not to make it out on the base paths.
Pitch coming in from Preston Tabor. McKee in the box with his close stance. Swing on. Fouled away. 1-2 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the sixth. Swung on and foul tipped, keeping himself alive. 1-2 count, 1 out. Man on first in Kyler Carlin. Ready enough for the pitch from Tabor. Swung on and missed for the strikeout.
Goes up high with the heat, blows it right by him.
High with the heat, you said it yourself. That brings in Dawson Groach, the right fielder wearing number 33. Got a little dirt on his helmet. Very close to the plate. Swung on, foul tipped. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Kyler Carlin on first, the second baseman. Ready in Preston Tabor. Lefty coming in. Swung on and dribbled over to second, and he bobbles the ball for a second. And Groach is going to take first. Runners on first and second.
And that's rule to hit. I think good call there. It was a dribbler. He would have had to field it perfectly, make a perfect throw, and still might not have got him. So little infield single for Groach.
There you go. This is exactly how you start a comeback. 2 outs, though. Runners on first and second, and Kyler Carlin and Dylan McKee. Or Dawson Groach, rather. Excuse me. Jack Johnson ready in with a runner in scoring position. Batter after him, Chance Green would represent the tying run. Timeout.
And this is where you have to remember that 2 out hits will get you to heaven.
Is that from a movie that I just don't know about? Swung on and grounded to short. Sends it over to first. And that ends the inning.
Really nice play.
Left 2 on was Jack Johnson. That ends the 6th inning for us here on KGSO.
What you should expect when you come here is a cadre of instructors that are eager to educate you in the traditions of the fire service, the duties, the job, and everything that is encompassed within what it means to be a firefighter.
A vehicle is one of the most important investments you'll make, which is why you need both a vehicle and a dealership that you can trust. At Davis Moore, we made a decision long ago to be nothing but honest, to obsess over customer service, and to show nothing but respect for every person who walks through our doors. These core values have kept Davis Moore active in the Wichita community for over 65 years. Come see us at any Davis Moore location or check us out online at davis-moore.com.
Welcome back to the 88th NBC World Series. At Hobart Detter Field, we've got the Austin Shockers taking on the Hayes Larks. Top of the 7th coming up. Hayes Lark up to bat. Austin Shockers in the field. Simon Baker on the mound for the 2 first name situation, but on the mound for the Austin Shockers. And coming to the plate, number 3, Austin Jaslove for the Hayes Larks. Jaslove's had a couple RBIs his last time up, double over the left fielder's head, and Simon Baker worked a good 6th inning in his first inning of work.
They almost had a little bit of something going, the Austin Shockers, with a runner on first and second, but strikeout ends the inning. Swung on.
First pitch inside, swung on by Jaslove and missed. Jaslove made a nice defensive play to end the last inning.
That was a very
Usually
powerful
good sign
swing
for that bat.
from the shortstop.
Baker delivers, strike over the outside corner.
Interesting that it's a switch up of styles for both the pitchers that the Shockers and the Larks brought in.
Grounded to third. Third baseman picks it, comes up, makes the throw, and Jaslove is retired.
It's a good play by the third baseman right there. That's Dylan McKee. Makes the athletic play, falling himself into the green on the inside of the infield.
Ben Fiorenzi comes up for the Larks. Simon Baker readies and delivers. Breaking ball catches the inside corner for an 0-1 count.
Just a lot of control from both the guys, Baker and Tabor.
Baker misses on the outside corner, 1-1 count.
As soon as I say that, he throws the ball, but, you know.
It's a good spot. And delivers. Misses, must have been just low. 2-1 count to Fiorenzi. Flies it out to right field. Right fielder drifts over towards the line, makes the catch. Fly out to right to retire Fiorenzi. 2 down for the Larks.
Dawson Groach just kind of trotted out over to that ball, knew it was an out, giving them the second out, 1 more out, and they are done bringing
We've
Hunter
got
Rosin in.
Hunter Rosin at the plate, batting from the right side. Baker readies. Delivers inside for ball 1.
That was real close right there to Rosin.
Rosin with a good take. Appears to be seeing the ball well. Baker delivers and a base hit to left. It's going to fall in front of the left fielder. Good piece of hitting by Rosin. Drives it into left for a single.
There you go. He represents the 5th run of the game, and it made just a little bit more insurance for the Larks right here. They had a hell of a top of the 5th, and now they find themselves with a 4-0 lead.
Now coming to bat. Third baseman, Palmer Hutchinson. Hutchinson doubled his last time up. Also has a fly out to right in the game. Pitch misses low for a 1-0 count to Palmer Hutchinson. Hunter Rosin on first. Baker sets. Hutchinson swings and misses. Big swing by Hutchinson there.
Very powerful swing from the third baseman.
Sets and delivers. Lined out into center. Center fielder has a beat on it. Fly out to center to end the inning. One man left for Hayes on one hit. Hayes Larks 4, Austin Shockers 0, heading into the bottom of the 7th. Welcome back to the 88th edition of the NBC World Series here at Hobart Detter. Hayes Larks taking on the Austin Shockers. After about an hour and a half of play, already heading into the bottom of the 7th. Nice brisk pace to this game. Preston Tabor remains on the mound for the Hayes Larks. He'll be starting off the inning against Chance Green. Coming in on the left side of the plate, lefty on lefty matchup. Preston Tabor looked pretty good in his one inning of work so far. Oh, sorry about that. Chance Green, right-handed batter. The catcher. Larks with an all left-handed pitching staff so far today. Tabor delivers. Strike one on the outside corner.
That gives them a little bit of a matchup nightmare with typically most batters being right-handed, throwing right-handed too. So, and it gives them a little bit of a matchup nightmare with a lefty.
Tabor back and ready quickly. Strike two, swung and a miss by Chance Green. Quick 0-2 count for Tabor. He'll try to put him away with this pitch.
Both catchers have actually had some really good defensive games.
Back in the windup. And just off the end of the bat, cue ball, but rolls foul down the first base line. It was a good pitch tailing away from Green, but he gets a piece and stays alive. Right back on the rubber for Tabor. Misses outside. 1-2 count to Chance Green, the catcher for the Austin Shockers. And strike three swinging. Green swings through the fastball as the Hayes Larks fired around the horn.
See, the Shockers, you don't want to get into the point where you're just trying to hurry up and get some more runs because that just hastens the game a little bit. I understand that you're getting shut out currently, but you want to get on base and get some guys around the horn.
Tabor back on the rubber. Winds and delivers outside for ball one. Thomas Soto, the center fielder, back up to bat for the Shockers. Struck out looking last time up. Swings through this one on the outside corner. 1-1.
Just need to relax as the Shocker hitters.
Delivers. Hits the outside corner. Tabor working quickly and attacking the zone. Preston Tabor back on the rubber again. Winds and delivers just outside, 2-2.
Evening up the count.
Soto digs in from the right side of the plate. Pitch delivered. Tabor strikes him out swinging for the second K of the inning.
See, that excitement and that urge to get some more runs on the board just has you swinging at just about everything. So we want to take a beat, take a breath, and figure out how to just get guys on the base and around the horn. Now, the Hayes Larks did a lot of their damage with 2 outs. Let's see if the Shockers can do the same.
Yeah, Tabor definitely using the aggressiveness against them. Grant Anderson digs in for the Austin Shockers from the right side of the plate. Tabor delivers. Inside corner, strike 1. He's using both sides of the plate really well. Back on the rubber.
That's what you trade off with
He
these
winds.
relief guys.
Ball 1.
That's what you trade off with these relief guys. They have a little bit more control compared to the 2 stars between Moore and Rose that we saw earlier, but they have a little bit more control here.
Delivers strike 2, swinging to Anderson. And they're just having a tough time timing up that fastball right now. 1-2 count. See if he can strike out the side. Fouls it off down the right field line. Little late on that one, but stayed alive. Preston Tabor gets a new ball. Back on the rubber. Delivers. Just gets a foul tip.
Keeps himself alive.
Tabor back on the rubber. Misses low for a 2-2 count.
2-2 count, 2 outs. Potential to strike out the side coming here.
He delivers. And ground ball to third base. It's going to be a 5-3 put out to end the inning. And the Shockers go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of 7. After 7, Hayes Larks 4, Austin Shockers 0 on KGSO.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. From arts to attractions, nightlife to sports, you feel the energy at every turn. A little fancy, a little funky, but always friendly. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
At Evergy, seeing energy differently starts with thinking differently about its impact and then committing to doing better every day. As we continue to expand our investment in renewable resources, capturing more wind, gathering more sunshine, we're able to generate power that's cleaner and provide it to you more affordably. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
Welcome back to coverage of the NBC tournament here at Hobart Detter Stadium. Simon Baker still on the mound for the Austin Shockers in the top of the 8th. Ben McLaughlin, the DH for the Hayes Larks, will dig in from the left side of the plate to get the inning started. Hayes Larks with a 4-run lead heading into the 8th. Baker readies and delivers. Strike 1 on the inside corner. McLaughlin wasn't too sure about it, but good first pitch for Baker. 0-1 count.
See, the Shockers just went too fast on the other side of the inning. Trying to get on base or get runs scored in.
Rips it to second. Second baseman boots it, and it dribbles into right field. And that'll be ruled an E4 here in the booth by the official score. So hard hit ball by McLaughlin in the hole there. Second baseman moves over to his left, but just booted it, and it dribbles into right field.
Just rolled through his glove, and he never got a good grip on it and just pops into right field.
Dylan Dreiling comes to the bat for the Hayes Larks, number 33, left fielder, as McLaughlin gets his lead at first. Baker delivers. Hard swing by Dreiling, fouls it off, back on the left side.
See, the Larks can have an easygoing game so far because they've got the 4-0 lead. It's very comfortable, very cushiony. It's the Shockers that have to speed it up a little bit, but still be patient at the same time.
Baker delivers. Inside, 1-1 count. He sets, delivery, and outside breaking ball misses way outside. Dreiling Played his college ball at Tennessee, 2026.
Good old ball.
Hits ball in the gap between left and center. Center, little bit of a confusion on who was going to take it. It looked like the center fielder was going to call him off, but ultimately the left fielder makes the catch for the Austin Shockers. All's well that ends well, so Dylan Dreiling is retired, and catch made out there by Jack Johnson.
Could have been a little hazardous right there with both the outfielders coming in that gap, and could have got a hit out of that, but didn't want any injuries coming out of that, especially this early in the turning.
Garrett Gruhl digs in. Pitch misses low, 1-0 count. Baker still dealing with McLaughlin on first. Sets. Delivers. And it's fouled off down the right field line.
For Hayes, current batter is Cade Brown. Jack Terosian went to right field. Yes, sir.
And we've got a pinch hitter at the plate, so it's Cade Brown digging in for the Hayes Larks. And he fouls another one down the right field line. First at bat of the game for Brown. Cade Brown from Franklin, Tennessee, and Oklahoma, pitcher and first baseman.
Franklin, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville.
Cade Brown digs in. Baker delivers. And that one he got a good piece of. Fouled off down the right field line again. Breaking ball, he stayed back well on it. I don't know if I'd throw that same pitch again.
This guy gets brought in for a reason because they got an extra hit to get in, get some insurance runs in.
Simon Baker delivers, and it's popped up down the first base line. First baseman gives a little chase, but it's well out of play. Brown digs in. Baker readies to deliver again in a 1-2 count. Inside corner, and it's drilled down the left field line over into the corner. McLaughlin digs for third. Brown's coming around, going to second. Hit the cutoff man at third base, and runners on second and third with one out for the Hayes Larks.
Not looking too hot for the Austin Shockers with two runners in scoring position. A good fly ball gets McLaughlin to score and brings the runner to third. So not looking great for the Austin Shockers, but still possible. They've got to get a little patient on the offensive side of the game.
Yeah, man on second and third for Leo Jeminian. 5-3 put out last time up.
Who definitely has the most fun name to say between him and Fiorenzi.
Baker delivers. Breaking ball catches the inside corner. 0-1 count. Jeminian digs back in. Baker working out of the windup with runners on second and third. Delivers. And swung and a miss by Jeminian. Climbed the ladder there on him. Now there's an 0-2 count. Jeminian needs to put something in play to move the runners up and try to get him in, especially with less than 2 outs. Pitch delivered. It's high. Jeminian leaves it alone this time. 1-2 count. Baker on the rubber, winds, and delivers. Jeminian flies it out to left field. Should be deep enough. Runner tags. McLaughlin is heading. Throw comes in from left all the way to home and just beats the throw. McLaughlin to home. Just a little bit up the first base line.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite get him. McLaughlin scores. No advance by Cade Brown from second. And 2 down for the Hayes Larks.
Dirtying up that right leg for him. But Ben McLaughlin scores, bringing it to a 5-0 game.
Good at bat by Jeminian to get the run home with a runner on third and less than 2 outs. And number 7, the catcher, Brady Evans, comes to the plate. Sets. Delivers a strike on the outside corner. Fastball. Simon Baker trying to get out of this jam. Man on second, 2 outs. Brady Evans digs back in. Baker sets, checks the runner, delivers, and a ground ball to the shortstop. Gobbles it up, fires over to first for the out. One in for the Hayes Larks, 1 man left on base. After 8.5, it's Hayes Larks 5, Austin Shockers 0. After 7.5, rather, Hayes Larks 5, Austin Shockers 0 on KGSO. Welcome back to the NBC World Series at Hobart Detter. Preston Tabor comes back for his 3rd inning of work for the Hayes Larks. In the bottom of the 8th, Austin Shockers coming to bat. Number 21 in the DH, Travis Larson, batting out of the 9-hole, comes to plate for the Austin Shockers.
See, the last time the Austin Shockers were up to bat, they got a little quick to go. They had 2 strikeouts to start the inning and then grounded out to 3rd. So hopefully they can get something going here and start a comeback going.
Yeah, it's one of the conundrums of baseball. When you're down, it's harder to be patient, but all the more necessary.
Exactly. Ooh, all the more.
Yeah.
You're good at your job. Did you know that?
Hey, thanks for the compliment, Felix. I appreciate it.
Few and far between.
Preston Tabor fires, ball 1, 1-0. Yeah, I don't get that very often on the press box at this time of day.
No. You're lucky
Larson
it's this time
digs
of year.
in. Tabor fires a strike. Larson fouls it back.
You're lucky it's this time of year at the World Series. I'm feeling a little benevolent, if
It's
you
the
will.
best time of year. 1-1 count. Delivers back to the pitcher. Tabor fields it, runs over towards first, flips it for the easy out.
There you go, right there. Fairly athletic play by Preston Tabor to hop up there and still get the ball and get the out.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of instances of pitchers fielding their position well today.
Yeah.
Second baseman Kyler Carlin comes to the plate. Leadoff man for the Austin Shockers. He's been on a couple of times via the walk today. Also has a single. Fires over the outside corner. Tabor gets strike 1. 0-1 count. Carlin digs back in. Tabor in the windup. And it's lined over between the second baseman and shortstop out into center field for a base hit. Carlin with his 2nd knock of the day. Line drive out into center. Man on first, 1 out for the Austin Shockers.
We've had 17 hits up to this point in the game. Very well placed contact hits. It's just only worked out for the Hayes Larks to get them around the horn.
Yeah, and Jet Warner, the shortstop, digs in for the Austin Shockers. Tabor sets. Delivers a strike over the outside corner. I wouldn't look for the Shockers to be too aggressive on the base paths at this point in the game.
They want to save as many outs as they can.
Tabor sets. Strike 2 called. 0-2 count. Tabor working quickly and attacking the zone. Last thing you want in these situations are walks. Tabor sets again. Misses inside on the check swing by Warner. Just able to hold up. 1 down for the Shockers. Man on first. 1-2 count to the batter. Tabor sets and delivers. Fouled back by Warner.
I definitely dodged that one right there because that came straight for me. I got scared.
A lot of layers of security between you and the ball there, Felix.
Still, though.
Tabor sets again. That one got in on the hands of Warner. delivers, and good block by catcher Brady Evans. 2-2 count to the batter. Jet Warner has a fly out to second and a K in the game. Delivers. Tabor misses outside. We'll go to a full count, 3-2 pitch. Normally in a full count, I'd be asking you if you're looking for the runner to move right here, but I don't imagine so.
First full count we've seen in a while.
He sets. Tabor delivers and dribbled down the third base line. It looked like it was going to be clearly foul, but it caught the lip on the outside of the grass there and almost rolled back into fair territory. Third baseman was there to gobble it up, but it stayed foul. Tabor gets a new ball. Left-handed Tabor has followed up Brady Rose's solid performance quite well with 3 good innings of his own so far.
Combined
he
shutout
sets.
for the gentleman.
And it's soft liner over the shortstop's head out into left. Back-to-back singles for the Austin Shockers. Jet Warner delivers a base hit into left field there.
They've done very well so far, but just a little bit more oomph, and then they can get some of these around the horn, close in on that 5-0 lead. And
Brady Evans will make a trip out to the mound to talk to Tabor for a second. We've seen him do that often when a little traffic's gotten on the bases, and it's gotten a little hairy for the Hayes Larks here. Number 22, 3-hole hitter, Dylan McKee, third baseman, comes up to the plate for the Austin Shockers. He'll look to do some damage here with 1 down and men on first and second. Tabor looks in for the sign. Delivers. Strike 1. He's really catching the plate right at the knees on a lot of these pitches.
Mm-hmm.
Sets again. And ball blocked by Brady Evans. That was a short fastball that bounced way out in front of him. Great block by the catcher.
Absolutely.
1-1 count. Delivers. Fouled off back on the right side. Got in on his hands again. 1-2 count for Tabor to Dylan McKee. Tabor sets. And a soft liner out into center field. That's going to get down. Center fielder fields it, throws, hits the cutoff man, first baseman, and runners hold. Not going to get too aggressive in that situation, down 5 late in the game. But now the Austin Shockers have something cooking with a bases loaded situation, and Dawson Groach coming to the plate, the right fielder, number 33.
See, you don't want to get hacking at this point because all of a sudden you have 1 out, and so you're down. You can't be as aggressive as you like, and so don't go swinging for the fences. Get some more of these bloopers that you guys have gotten to get these guys on. Now start knocking some of them in.
And we got a mound visit for the Hayes Larks. That's 3 hits in a row for the Austin Shockers. He's not walking guys, which is the first thing you want to do with a lead, but he has given up 3 consecutive hits now. We'll see if the Larks decide to make a change here. It looks like they're going to let Tabor continue with the 1 out. He's going to be looking for a ground ball here, see if he can get a double play and get out of this jam.
It'll be real interesting for the Austin Shockers. Again, saying Shockers to blue jerseys here in this part of the country is one of the weirdest things in the world.
Yeah, it is a little strange. Groach, the cleanup hitter, comes to the plate, digs in on the left side, crowding the plate. And he hits one down the left field line. It's curving foul, sliced, just foul. It could have been trouble, but sliced it down there and landed about 8 or 10 feet foul.
The excitement right there, if that one would have stayed fair, but it doesn't. So
yeah, could have scored 2, possibly 3. And Groach digs back in, Tabor back on the mound with an 0-1 count.
Knock a couple in, get some momentum going.
Misses outside. Good spot, but just outside. 1-1 count. Tabor looks in for the sign. Working out of the stretch. And fouled off down the left side. Pitch was outside. Groach trying to go with it a little bit there, but maybe a little over aggressive.
Yep. I mean, it's exciting when you have, if you get something in the field, it's a guaranteed RBI. Even if you record a fly ball, you can still get something in and around the bases and help your team out.
Delivers another foul down the left field line, way out of play. I always say as a hitter, the more foul balls you get, the more you see the pitch, more advantage to the hitter. So we'll see if he can do anything with this AB. Tabor looks in for the sign. He has slowed down his pace a little bit. Delivers. Strike three swinging.
Man.
Groch swings through it, delivered on the outside corner, and a good pitch by Tabor in a pressure situation there to get the second out of the inning on a strikeout.
See, now that puts a lot of pressure on the 5-hole hitter here, Jack Johnson. His bases loaded, 2 outs. Team is down 5-0 here in the bottom of the 8th. He's going to want to get something going too, but a lot more pressure on him. Hopefully he's not acting just as much as his teammates were.
Yeah, Jack Johnson looking to deliver a hit here and pull the Austin Shockers closer here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 down. Tabor delivers. Ball 1. 1-0 count for Tabor. He's had a lot of first pitch strikes. Hasn't been behind too many hitters. Looks in for the sign. Sets. Misses again. 2-0 count. Now here's a spot where you're in a 2-0 count. Jack Johnson's going to be looking for something he can drive and maybe put a big dent in this lead.
Yep.
Nowhere to put him.
He's going to be the hitter's pitch right here. See what he does
Tabor
with it.
sets. Pours it in for strike 1. 2-1 count.
That one
you
was
can
a very
tell he
hittable
had
pitch.
no interest in going to a 3-0 count there.
And the hitter should have known that right there.
Johnson digs back in. Looking to deliver a big hit here for the Shockers. Tabor sets. And he lines it out to second, but second baseman is right there for the put out for Ben Fiorenzi. The Shockers leave the bases loaded, leave 3 on. At the end of 8, it's still Hayes 5, Shockers 0 on KGSO.
Visit Hutch again. Fall for Hutch all over again. It's a perfect time of year to enjoy the outdoors. Learn a new hobby. Enjoy a beverage on a patio. And have fun doing some shopping. Hutch is the perfect place to enjoy fall activities and spend time with family. So visit Hutch again.
Seeing the world of energy differently means looking forward and innovating now. It's why we've invested in a next-gen infrastructure, one capable of providing energy to you more dependably than anything before it, so you can focus on what matters most. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
Top of the 9th here at the 88th NBC World Series. The Shockers take the field as we get a little bit closer to the end. 6 outs remaining, and the Hayes Larks lead 5-0 with in the top of the order coming in, Kyler Carlin, the second baseman. Did I screw up?
It's going to be the Hayes Larks at bat with Jaslove coming to the plate.
Yep, my bad. See, the numbers are weird. Some guys just shouldn't wear the same numbers, but it is what it is. Jaslove coming in, 8-hole hitter. He'll be followed by the lineup turning over, and Ben Fiorenzi. Then Hunter Rosin coming in. Tight to the plate is Jaslove. Here comes Baker's pitch. Taken for a ball. Taken for a strike, rather.
Yeah, generous call there, but good spot for Baker.
I think these umps want to get this wrapped up a little sooner. That pitch is also taken, missed for a ball.
Hayes Larks looking to add some insurance here.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 count, no outs here in the top of the 9th.
Jaslov drove one to the wall earlier, probably the farthest hit ball we've seen today. Looks like he wanted another one there.
Ooh, and he's hit with the pitch, and he will take the base. Representing the 6th run in the game, this is the first hit by pitch we've seen so far. Bringing in Ben Fiorenzi, the second baseman.
Yeah, just lost the curveball there, kind of a spinner.
Excuse me,
Didn't
there's
break
gonna
for
be
him.
a pinch hitter coming in. And that is Tanner Rice, the lefty out of Mesa, Arizona, plays his college ball at UT Arlington, the 5'7", 175 gentleman. Very tight to the plate. Got a pigeon-toed stance. Takes that pitch for a strike. 1-1 count, no outs. Man on first.
Good spot for Baker.
That one is also taken for a strike. He scoots back. Potential second hit by pitch by Baker right there. 2-1 count. Second game here on KGSO. Mason both on the call. For 316 Elite and the Hudson Monarchs as that ball is fouled back by Tanner Rice.
Yeah, put a decent swing on that. See if you can straighten one out here.
Pitching coming from Simon Baker. Taken. Filling up the count. 3-2. No outs. Man on first after the hit by a pitch. Jazz Love is over there.
Yeah, in a 5-run game with the lead, we'll see if the Hayes Larks decide to put a little pressure on the base paths.
You think the shortstop likes hope as the ball is popped out.
And Jazz Love was running on the pitch there. So 3-2 count. They decided Rice maybe handles the bat well. Don't expect a strikeout, so they put the runner in motion.
You think the shortstop likes Miles Davis?
Not sure.
Popped up, and the catcher goes to make the play. And he runs out of a little bit of room over there.
Jaslov faked going that time and stopped. I think he just didn't get the jump he wanted, so decided not to go through with it.
All right, Herbie Hancock. You think he likes Herbie Hancock?
Can't be sure.
Okay.
Payoff pitch.
Takes the pitch for the walk, bringing Jazz Love to scoring position, and the pinch hitter is on base. Bringing in Hunter Rosen. Are we getting another? We are getting another pinch hitter in Jack Torsian out of Omaha, Nebraska. 5'11", 175, plays his ball at Creighton for the Blue Jays.
Another left-handed batter.
And Baker fakes to throw out Jazz Love, but was a half-hearted effort there. Swung on, lined out to center field, and the catch is made. Everybody stays where they're at. That's the first out of this inning, top of the ninth. 5-0 Hayes Larks over the Austin Shockers. Coming in. Baker. Swing and a miss by Palmer Hutchison, the third baseman. Men on first and second.
No hold on the runner at first with the man in front of him.
Pitch taken. Off speed for a ball. Swung on. popped up, and the catcher runs out of room once again.
That one was popped straight up.
Hutchinson stands in there as Baker readies himself on the mound. Men on first and second. Top of the ninth. 1-2, 1 out. Pitch taken, breaking ball. Even in the count at 2. Pitch taken once again. That one for a ball. Filling up the count. Here comes the payoff pitch from Simon Baker. Here in the top of the ninth. Swing coming in. Flying out to right field. And the play is made right at the foul line. Jazz Love tags up to third. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. As Ben McLaughlin finds himself in the left-handed batter's box. The DH has had a pretty good day so far. Had an RBI earlier. In addition to that 5-0 lead. He swings and fouls it. He readies up as Baker gets ready to go. Steps on the rubber. And he swings, pulling it right. And that one is out of here. That's a 3-run shot, bringing the lead to 8-0 for the Hayes Larks. Ben McLaughlin, the DH.
Ben McLaughlin really turned on that one, hammered it to right, cleared the trees out there, right down the line, inside fastball, and he did not miss it.
And the Hayes Larks ready around their dugout with some trinkets and toys that they got at some kind of carnival in Hayes, Kansas. And he rides the horse back to the dugout with the pink Cowgirls hat on.
Along with the pinwheel hat over there, so that's exciting.
That's fun. I want to hit a home run for the Hayes Larks now. 2 outs, top of the ninth, 8-0 lead for the Hayes Larks. As Dylan Dreiling finds himself, see if he can do the same thing. Pitch taken very high for a ball.
Yeah, and I think Simon Baker may be tiring a little. They want him to finish this game, don't want to use another arm at this stage.
And his confidence has got to be waning, as that is a called strike.
Maybe a little bit of an 8-0 game call.
Swung on, right past the second baseman into center field. Dylan Dreiling takes first with the base hit.
That ball was drilled up the middle by Dreiling, reached out to the outside corner and hammered it. 2 outs in the ninth here. You don't want to have to make a pitching change at this stage in an 8-0 game, but Simon Baker's starting to get hit around a little bit.
Could potentially just to stop that bleeding, but Cade Brown out of Franklin, Tennessee, 6'5", 225 pounds from Oklahoma.
Cade Brown, the pinch hitter, last time gets a second at-bat of the game.
He swings on, fouling it straight back towards us. Baker, foot on the slab, man on first. Dylan Dreiling. Cade Brown readies up for the pitch. Incoming. Pitch.
Brown hammered a double in his only other at-bat of the game.
Pitch was slightly inside to even up the count at 1, 2 outs at the top of the ninth. Takes the second pitch for another ball. Ready's up in the right-hand batter box. Simon Baker coming in. Man on first, Dylan Dreiling. Takes the pitch for a third ball. 3-1, 2 outs, top of the ninth.
Hitters count here for Brown. He'll be looking for something to drive.
And he swings and he misses for the second strike. Filling up the count. 2 outs, top of the ninth. Man on first and Dylan Dreiling.
Dreiling will be moving on the pitch, of course. 3-2 and 2 outs. So he'll get a bit of a head start.
And the ball is passed.
Dreiling around second and is taking third on it. He was obviously moving on the pitch and took advantage and got the extra base.
Well, there you go. It hasn't been a great inning for Simon Baker, giving up a home run, a couple of hits, and hitting a batter rather. It's been very difficult for him here, but don't want to use up any extra arms. He's got one more out to get. Let's see if he can do it. Leo Jeminian coming in, the outfielder. My favorite name to say so far.
Yeah, excellent baseball name.
Pitch taken inside for a strike, excuse me. A little bit of a generous call from the ump. Swung on and high towards left field, and
oh, that was very close. Umpire calls it foul down the line, hooked. The pole wasn't quite high enough to see if it disappeared, to see if it hooked around the pole or left of the pole, but it was just foul from our vantage point and would have been a home run otherwise.
Dominion has 2 strikes.
2 strikes, no balls, 2 outs. Pitch very high for a ball. 1-2 count, top of the ninth.
Another spinner out of the hand of Simon Baker there.
And then there is a pitch taken for a strike, ending the top of the ninth. 3 more outs for the Hayes Larks as we close out this game here between the Larks and the Shockers, 8-0. And to close out the game for the Hayes Larks, they have a new pitcher taking the mound, and Wyatt Divies. I'm hoping that's not a typo because it looks like Davis, but instead of an A, it's an I. Gentleman out of Lincoln, Nebraska, 5'10", plays his college ball at UT Arlington. He's already graduated, but he's still going to be playing for this collegiate team here. As we are 3 outs away for a shutout W for the Hayes Larks. And they bring him out to get those, hopefully. Been a very good game so far. Ben McLaughlin hit a home run, 3-run shot to put them up this far. But the top of the 5th is really where the Hayes Larks really got things going, scoring 4 runs via an error and a few different things going haywire for the Austin Shockers. But we are 3 outs away from things getting done. Sasha, what needs to happen?
Yeah, in an 8-0 game, you just want your closer here to come in and fire a lot of strikes. It's hard to hit your way to 8 runs. There's usually got to be a few base on balls in there.
Yeah.
So fire away strikes and make quick work of it, not make it too stressful of an inning.
The catcher, Chance Green, readies up for Divies. Takes a ball on the first pitch, 1-0 count. here comes the 1-0 pitch. Fouled straight back, evening the count. No outs, bottom of the ninth. And pitch taken for a ball, 2-1 count. Two-one pitch taken for a ball, leading us to 3-1. Here comes a hitter's pitch here. No outs here in the bottom of the ninth. And he gets a base on balls with 5 pitches.
Probably not a huge deal in an 8-run game, but that is probably the worst outcome that you'd look for to walk the leadoff hitter when you got a big lead like this.
Right. But does potentially set up a double play, not jinxing anybody here, but Hunter Parker enters the game out of Aurora, Colorado, the right-handed hitter. Stands at 6'1", plays his college ball at Fort Hays, strike one. And swings on, fouling it away. Oh, I messed up the guy who didn't know.
And Soto,
my bad.
Soto is a switch hitter as he steps into the box on the left side for the first time today.
See, that's what confused me. He's a switch guy.
First right-hander of the day on the mound for the Hayes Larks.
And he strikes out on the left side. Give them their first out of the game.
And the Hayes Larks are officially 1 pitch away. A ground ball in the infield could be a double play to end the game.
And Grant Anderson readies up, the first baseman. And there's a ball. 1-0, bottom of the ninth. First baseman touches each side of the plate. Man on first after getting a base on balls. And he swings right up the middle, and here is a double play ball, and there is the final 8-0 Hayes Larks over the Austin Shockers, and we'll be right back here on KGSO to wrap up the game for you.